Oh, the unmistaken video that was supposed to be a picture. Hey, I'll take it. Night walk time. Meant to be a picture just now, but when the moment happens, you must accept it. Hit the record button by mistake. I guess it's time to do a vlog. This is all power infrastructure. We're at Tufts Cove, the Dartmouth side. Famous stacks, as they are referred to. Famous ones. They look like giant candy canes, and we got a big old crane building a building right in front of them. Some stars around. Yeah, she is a beautiful, clear night here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. The 902, as we call it. You know, why not? Area codes are kind of fun. Zoom right in on these suckers. Boom. There they are. Very famous. They've been in some movies. The most notable one I can think of was shot here in Halifax, Dartmouth. Is Conspiracy Theory. And the movie, if you watch it, it's a good one. Starring some famous people. Definitely famous. Definitely a full Hollywood movie. One of the few shot around Nova Scotia. Quite a few have been. They used Nova Scotia in the olden days. They used it a lot to mimic Boston and some of their American cities. I think in Conspiracy Theory it might be Detroit or New York or something like that in the movie. I don't think it was Boston, but it could have been. Anyway, I guess Mel Gibson's the star of that one. But there's a famous scene in it where they, without giving too much away, it's an old movie, don't worry about spoiling old movies, but still. There's just a scene where the detective guy, there's a drawing and he's trying to figure out where the, victim could be, and it's a big conspiracy movie, of course. And anyway, he finds a picture that was drawn by, it was a child or somebody, and it was of the stacks, and he's like, oh, I know where that is. And then there's a big chase scene, and he drives really fast across one of the harbor bridges, and zeroes in on this place because he knows those stacks are very, very noticeable. They paint them as such with the lights on them and everything so that helicopters or planes don't smash into them. That would be an epic fail of massive proportions. But that's why they look like that, to be highly visible to flying craft. Lots of flyers around the harbor these days, more than usual. There are often many helicopters, and planes will fly right over my house often because it's on the way to the airport. That's fine, but these days you'll see military craft everywhere. We are on high alert. It's not anymore, it's tomorrow now. Was the Vimy Ridge Day. The flags were at half-mast at all of the places, government places, in honor of Vimy. I was worried for a moment that it might be for a current thing, but nope, not. They will do that sometimes if it's a high-ranking person dying in war, but actually no. Today was just about the remembrance of Vimy Ridge. Of course, that would be April 9th. For that one, I'm pretty sure, today in Halifax and Dartmouth, all across Canada, of course. I was at the Legion today, as I do. King Street in Dartmouth, the Somme branch, SOMME. It's open to the public. I do not claim ever to be, there's a little flyer right there. I do not claim to be military. I may not serve in any combat anything in military or Navy or Army or whatever. I'm ineligible for that type of role because I am a mental health person, and mental health people may not be combat anything in the military. I would have been a great soldier, I'd like to believe, but it was not in the cards for me. I do help people that have PTSD, many of whom serve or have served. That was a big thing that we did, the Royal We, for the Mental Health Commission of Canada. Those who served in Afghanistan or current or past military people. PTSD is a real thing for anyone, in my opinion. who has suffered any type of severe trauma, including me. And yes, I have. But it certainly helps me help anyone else who has, domestic abuse as trauma, severe mental health, especially circumstances in the past years were a lot more barbaric, unfortunately. I would say that it's gotten a lot better, but I mean, psychiatric care is at best slightly traumatic and at worst very. So that is what it is. It's hard. Life is hard. I often say it's supposed to be, or rather that it's not meant to be easy. Life, I guess. And it seems to be getting more and more complicated as time goes by. Why? So many reasons, but the primary one, in my belief, it's getting too complicated because we're making it so. And technology, as wonderful as it is, has so many drawbacks and seems to be making life more complicated rather than easy for most people. Is it a wonderful thing, technology? Yeah, sure, if it's applied the right way. But I don't think we're quite getting that one right. I'm not saying I want to get rid of technology, but I think we need to do a very strong look into how we're utilizing it and who is doing what. Because AI is a problem. Misinformation is a big problem too. And so many other things. But tools are great to have, A sharp knife is a tool. It can also be a weapon. A garden hoe can be a weapon too. So can a baseball bat can be a thing that you use to hit a ball or a person. Should be a ball. But there's a fly right there. Great big giant one. My goodness. Look at this guy. Like, what are you? It looks like an alien something. You can hear the props, but I don't know. That's supposed to be a plane. I get it, but they don't move like planes. And, something that has drones. Drones have props too, and they're surveillance things. That's probably what it is. Like, look at them. That is surveilling. 100%. That's a surveillance something. You can hear the prop, sure, but that is a surveillance drone if I've ever seen one. Like, gotta be. He's patrolling. That is obviously surveillance. And that's not a regular plane. It just isn't. Not flying that height, that size. I don't know. I know what regular planes do. I watch them often, and I'm telling you, that's not a commercial plane. It just isn't. I'm not saying it's a UFO. I am saying, what the fuck? And why? I don't know, but that's no plane. It is something else, no doubt. But, this is a military town, big time, Shearwater and whatnot. In this day and age, this moment in time, they do have reasons to be on alert, so I don't know. But I'm telling you, drones, surveillance of people and such, no thank you. Nope. Times of war, there are exceptions to be accepted, but I'm a little leery of mass surveillance and, cameras everywhere and where that could lead us as a species, as a human species. It's a nasty road that I don't want to even think about going down. Yep, I just don't. I can think of back in the States not that long ago when they were everywhere. Who knew if there were drones or technology or aliens or who knows, but they were everywhere all the time up in the sky. And that was mostly in the States, but in places in Canada too. It's just, technology is scary that way. Humans can do some crazy shit on their own, like governments and stuff that people don't talk about or that they don't know about technology wise, but I don't know. You can't know all these things, but you know, it freaks people out for sure when technology changes as fast as it is changing. Me and Aaron Taylor will be talking about some of that stuff. We already recorded a bunch of things podcast wise. We just have yet to edit them and release them, so I'll kind of do these video logs instead. But anyway, that's that. And just walking around at 1:30 in the morning, not drinking, not smoking anything, just walking around as I like to do. It's a good time to take pictures, hang out, whatever, get some exercise, see the sights. But I should probably cut her there. 10 minutes, yeah, that's fair enough. Just walking around. Hope you guys are enjoying your spring. We had some beautiful weather today here, and we'll see you next time. I'll do the camera flip thing as I do. There we are. That's the fit for today. Get some rings. I look like a badass, but these are silver, not gold. This one's just a shiny one. It's not made of gold, but that's fucking silver. Pardon my French. Definitely silver. Silver is a shiny thing. A lot more affordable than gold, but you know, price varies. It's up now. It'll be probably down and then back up and whatnot. I'd say the only good thing about war, price of gas goes up. That's bad, but a lot of goods and services, not services so much, but things you can buy for really cheap, including things from China, like silver, rings and things, you know. Yeah, I get a little business, a little side hustle. It's a business of mine. I'll trademark it right here on air. It's the business is importing things from places, China, but other places too. It's going to be called, or is called, Brave New World, as in Huxley, Aldous. And that's a really good book. Brave New World, 1984. Orwell as well is a good one. But anyway, Brave New World imports. Coming soon to a Facebook marketplace near you, and probably definitely a flea market and or Alderney farmers market, that kind of deal. Just building the inventory. That's side hustle. You got to do it these days. No one's paycheck is enough for anything anyway. It's dual income within one person time in Nova Scotia. It's been that way for a while. It's that way mostly everywhere. But we will get there. Things were starting to look up in some ways. The war will not last forever. When it ends, we'll have some prosperity. That's the way of things. That's the way it always is. So hang in there, everybody. See you next time. Peace.